Good afternoon, folks. May 27th, 2021. You'll notice this is the first coffee chats that we've done on video that we haven't removed our mask. The masks mandate has been lifted on staff, except those that are, we want the van driver, those giving tours, and those serving food to be wearing masks, and obviously those that aren't fully vaccinated will wear masks. So that's where we're going with that. There's lots of changes at Ridge Point. I'll get to those in a minute. First, I wanted to see if you're on your A game in terms of puzzles. When the Civil War ended, tens of thousands of defeated, tired, and hungry Confederate soldiers began their long journeys home. When they reached their destinations, many of them discovered that their homes, farms, and lives they knew were gone. Most of them stayed, but thousands left to put their lives and their livelihoods back together, and in many cases, they were carrying something. It was a tool, in fact. There soon came to be a name for these young men, and over time, that name evolved into a word that is still common use today. Okay. I want to preface one thing. It's just Roger and I here today, so we've got nobody to bounce ideas off. So, Roger, do you have an idea on this one?
Golly, no, I don't.
Okay. It's not a carpetbagger. Carpetbagger. I don't know how that word came about either. We might find that might be next week's quiz. Anyway, the tool they were carrying was a hoe. A hoe to weed gardens. Exactly, they were farm hoes. They were walking the back roads, riding and jumping on the trains, sleeping out in the countryside, hoping to find some work. Is it hoe boys? They were called hoe boys, which became hobos. So that's how hobos came to exist. Okay, on to our changes. Yesterday was Wednesday the 26th, and we started continental breakfast. We had a few hiccups, but nothing that kept us from not having continental breakfast. John Samuelson used one piece of toast to spread peanut butter on another piece of toast, so good job for your ingenuity there, John. We had lunch yesterday. It was a great lunch, a hot roast beef sandwich. We're not taking cash for lunch. You can get, if you don't want that on your bill, you can stop by the East Desk and get a voucher, or and you can use cash or check or whatever there. We just want to limit the number of places where we have cash out here at Ridge Point. Yogurt starting, there's yogurt down there there was yogurt down there yesterday. I'm kind of playing a game here in that we're recording it on Wednesday, but you don't need to know that. Wednesday there was yogurt. There will be yogurt Friday. We're just doing vanilla and chocolate. No joking about strawberry. It's just we're not getting strawberry. Over my left shoulder here, you can see a very sparse dining room. We are going to get the chairs and tables beginning tonight. When our wait staff comes in, they're going to start setting those up so we can get to full capacity in the dining room. We had an instant last night where we had 70 or 80 meals, and it was the baked salmon. That's always a crowd favorite. And we had 8 people down in the dining room. So at some point, if we're going to make the dining room work, which we all want that to work, we may end up start charging for deliveries again. There's no limits on the dining room. Obviously, well, there are fire code limits on the dining room, and so I think 103 is our capacity. So it's not like we're going to have to restrict the number of people because of that. So be aware of that. We have taken the capacity off the elevators, meaning we're on fire code on that too. The capacity is, I don't even know, I hadn't looked, I meant to do that before we got on here too, but it may be 8 people, 1,600 pounds, I'm not sure. We don't run into that problem a lot. Tomorrow, or on Monday, Memorial Day, there's 2 things going on Memorial Day. First is, we're having a picnic. We're going to grill hamburgers. There's going to be fruit, potato salad, and chips. Hamburgers with all the dressings. They're going to be grilled down by the atrium, and you're going to walk through and be served that way. And then later that night, I believe at 5 o'clock, everyone received a flyer for a potluck that the residents are going to be doing that night. Do you remember the flyer, Raj? Was there a phone number or anything on there?
I don't remember a number, but I remember potluck.
Call the front desk,
yeah.
And we'll get you any information, or we'll find the right people to get you information about the potluck on Friday. We are looking at June 7th to get back to a normalcy with our van runs, meaning Monday through Friday, and then the occasional Saturday and Sunday church services. A lot of that, well, that is contingent. We've got on having a licensed driver in place by that time. We've got the driver hired. I don't want to put any pressure on anyone, but he may or may not have an appointment. I have not talked to him. I know that you can take the written test pretty much anytime you want. The behind the wheel is obviously the nut to crack in that one, so hopefully he can get in fairly soon. Cards, lots of card games going on. So nice to see people out and about playing cards. We have kind of developed some habits over the last 3 or 4 months in that we've been reserving rooms for private gatherings and card games and stuff like that. We're going to actually try and take that back into the Ridgepoint Resident Services Department and put together a calendar of events so that everyone will know about what's being played and where. And that is going to evolve a little bit, I believe, because I think we found out which games were popular and when throughout the pandemic, and we're going to adjust the schedules accordingly. So if the schedules change and your game that you like to attend and stuff isn't there, don't fret. Talk to Raquel. We'll figure out a way to make as many people as possible happy as we can. So that's her job, and she's been doing very well at that. The exercise is still going great guns. Look for that on the calendar. We are going to continue to play that on channel 991. We're waiting for the opportunity to record Jillian so that we've got current things on there. But what I'm very, very encouraged is there are people out there that not only were doing exercises to the video, and I get it, you saw the same videos, they were repetitive, yet you kept doing it, and also that many of you still want those videos played on 991, and we appreciate that. I won't tell people why we still, well, I will tell. You don't have to get up and get ready. I don't know if you're doing the exercises in your pajamas or what, but if you don't have to leave your apartment, many of you like that, we can respect that. I just am so excited that people have missed exercise and in person, but there's also a group of people out there that are exercising on their own, and there's lots of benefits to that, folks. So not one of the least is it's a stress reliever. So it's time to reestablish contacts with people. It's healthier, it's more fun. You can feel what the Ridgepoint difference. And that's what we want. That's the feeling we want to create. That's the feeling we're creating, and it seems to be gaining lots of momentum right now. Okay, I think I covered everything that I want to. All these changes, there's lots of them, and much like things have been the whole pandemic long, things change at a quick speed. So keep an eye on channel 991. Talk to your neighbors, call the front desk. Don't be shy. Get out there and mix it up and have some fun, and know that you're safe. If you're fully vaccinated, you don't need a mask. If you're fully vaccinated, the odds of you contracting the disease, I don't know if they improve or what, but actually you can contract the virus, but it sounds like you're not going to get sick.
Right.
Okay? And the odds of you spreading the disease are minimized as well. So hopefully as the numbers continue to go down, not only statewide, but countrywide, eventually maybe the pandemic will be declared over, or it will be an epidemic in other parts of the world and nothing in other parts. I didn't know this, but a pandemic is worldwide, an epidemic is more regional, I think. Someone look that up and prove me wrong. Okay, there you go. 4 people were riding in a train coach. A woman and her beautiful 19-year-old daughter were on one side, and facing them were the Army general and his escort, an Army private. The train enters a tunnel and the cabin becomes dark. A kiss is heard, followed by a slap. The mother thinks, that young man stole a kiss from my daughter, and she rightfully slapped him. The daughter thinks, that young man tried to kiss me and kissed my mother by mistake and got slapped. The general thinks, that young man stole a kiss and I got slapped by mistake. The private thinks, I'm pretty smart. I kiss the back of my hand and I get to slap the general. See you later. Hey, me again. Sorry about Monday at 3 o'clock. Dean Preston's going to be playing taps out in the grass, the lawn. And so if you hear taps playing, which we're going to have him crank it up as loud as it goes, hey, go to your window, stand, remember what Memorial Day is all about. And if you're down outside with your friends and family, hey, please stand up, show respect. It's the least we can do. It's a great country. God bless America. And thank you, Dean, for taking care of that. We're hoping to have somebody out there videoing. And if that's the case, we might even send it off to CBS. Thank you very much. Have a good day.